Hello children, good morning. Welcome to the geography class of ISC class 11. Today we will study a new chapter, chapter 29, loss of biodiversity. In today's class we will study from page number 397 to page number 401. Let us first see the objectives that we are going to study in this chapter. In this chapter, we will study about types of species, threatened species, endangered species, extinct species, and various causes of extinction of species. First of all, let us go through some technical terms that are related to today's chapter. The first term is biodiversity. The term biodiversity refers to the variety of living organisms. Biodiversity brings together the different species and forms of life that are animal, plant, insects and other forms of life and their variability, that is to say their dynamics of evolution in their ecosystems. The next term is endangered species. An endangered species is a species that is very likely to become extinct in the near future, either worldwide or in a particular political jurisdiction. The third term is extinct species. A species is extinct when the last existing member dies. The fourth term is amphibians. Amphibian is a type of animal that lives both on land and in water. Frogs and turtles are amphibians. The next term is reptiles. An animal that crawls or moves on its belly, such as snake, or on small short legs, such as lizard, and have backbones, is called a reptile. Invertebrates. An animal lacking a backbone, such as an arthropod, jellyfish, honeybee, mollusk, etc., is known as an invertebrate. Now let us see what are vertebrates. A vertebrate is an animal that has a backbone and a skeleton. Vertebrate animals include humans. The next term is trilobites. A simple flat sea creature that lived in the earliest period of the earth with a hard outer layer and a body in 3 parts. The next term is agnathan. Agnathan is a jawless fish, means it is a fish without a jaw. Placoderm. Placoderms were among the first jawed fish. The next term is bryozoans. Bryozoans or moss animals are aquatic organisms living for the most part in colonies of interconnected individuals. The next term is brachiopods. Brachiopods are marine animals belonging to their own phylum of the animal kingdom, Brachiopoda, having a shell with 2 valves of unequal size. Next term is mollusk. Any animal that has a soft body, no spine, and is often covered with a shell. Many mollusks live in water. Example, snails, oysters, octopus, etc. Colonization. The action or process of settling among and establishing control over the indigenous people, that is native people, of an area is termed as colonization. The next term for today is wetlands. A wetland is a distinct ecosystem that is flooded by water either permanently or seasonally, where oxygen-free processes prevail. Mangroves. A mangrove is a shrub or small tree that grows in coastal saline or brackish water. Brackish means salty. The term is also used for tropical coastline vegetation consisting of such species. The next very important term for today's class is exotic species. Exotic species, which are also known as alien species, invasive species, non-indigenous species, and bioinvaders, are species of plants or animals that are growing in a non-native environment. Alien species have been moved by humans to areas outside of their native ranges. So we can say that exotic species are the plants or animals which are brought from outside. The next term we have is horticulture. Horticulture is the science and art of growing fruits, vegetables, flowers, or ornamental plants. The last term for today's class is coral polyps. Coral polyps are tiny, soft-bodied organisms related to sea anemones and jellyfish. Now children, let us start the chapter. Pressure on the world's resources and biodiversity has increased considerably due to fast growing population of the world and general improvement in the living conditions of human beings. This has led to the overall degradation of the natural environment and shrinkage of various species and their habitat, that is, place of living. The net result of this pressure is the loss of biodiversity. Overpopulation and loss of biodiversity have resulted in unaccounted damage in several areas of the tropical zone. The tropical area is spread over only 1/4 of the globe, but it provides shelter to about 3/4, that is 75% of world's population. In the present day world, the maximum damage has been done to the tropical rainforest of Zaire Basin in Africa and Amazon Basin in South America. About half of the world's species are found in these forests. Obviously, the destruction of these forests will have far-reaching effects on the overall biodiversity of the world. Besides natural disasters like earthquakes, volcanoes, floods, droughts, fires, etc., are causing heavy damage to flora and fauna and led to loss of biodiversity. Insecticides are used to save agricultural crops. Various insecticides, pesticides, fungicides, herbicides, and some other pollutants like hydrocarbons and other poisonous elements kill weak and sensitive creatures. The introduction of exotic species have harmed the endemic species to a great extent. Here, exotic means the foreign species and endemic species means the plants and animals that are native to an area. Growing trend of hunting, both legal and illegal, has caused unprecedented damage to various species of animals. The ever-growing greed of man for animal products has led to a large-scale illegal hunting in different parts of the world. Now children, we will study about different types of species. From the point of view of loss of biodiversity, species of the world are divided into three main classes. They are threatened, endangered and extinct. Now let us study about the threatened species in detail. Threatened species are those species whose lives are threatened, that is, they always run the risk of losing their lives. The World Conservation Monitoring Center WCMC in its series of Red Data books has mentioned that 66,000 plant and 2,000 animal species in the world are threatened. Majority of the threatened species are plants, but animals are threatened in no less measures. It has been estimated that 50 species of amphibians, 170 species of reptiles, 343 species of fish, 497 species of mammals, 1037 species of birds, and 1355 species of invertebrates are threatened. The biodiversity of the earth has been threatened at different times in the geological history of the earth, but threat to biodiversity is more pronounced in the present day world. This is primarily due to large-scale degradation of natural habitats. According to an assessment made by the United Nations Environment Programme UNEP, more plant and animal species are threatened in the densely populated countries than in the thinly populated countries. Out of a total of 102 assessed countries, 51 densely populated countries where the average population density is about 168 persons per square kilometer had 5.1% bird species and 3.75% plant species belonging to threatened category. On the other hand, in the remaining 51 thinly populated countries, where the average density of population is 22 persons per square kilometer, the proportion of threatened species are only 2.7% of birds and 1.8% plants. India has about 172 species of animals or 2.9% of the world's total number of threatened species. Of these, there are 69 species of birds, 53 species of mammals, 23 species of reptiles. Rest are other species of animals. Now children, let us study about the endangered species. Endangered are those species which run a high risk of going extinct in the near future. Endangered species may become extinct if casual factors continue to operate unhindered. Mace and Lande has given the definition of endangered species as the species with a 20% probability of extinction within 20 years or 10 generations are included in the category of endangered species. Some important endangered animals are tigers, elephants, rhinos, etc. Some others include the Indian wild ass, the hangul or Kashmir stag, the golden langur, the pygmy hog, and a host of others. There are also endangered bird species like the Siberian crane, the great Indian bustard, the florican, and several birds of prey. Now, children, let us study about the extinction of species. A species is said to extinct when no member of the species is alive anywhere in the world. Extinction of species caused by loss of biodiversity. When the loss of biodiversity occurs to such an extent that it is no longer able to sustain or carry forward a particular species, the extinction of species take place, and there is no chance for the extinct species to recover because chances of its evolution are lost. Extinction of species is not only the present day phenomena, it has happened on different stages in the geological history of the earth. The following 6 episodes or stages of extinction during the geological history of the earth are worth noting. First, Ordovician period, which took place about 500 million years ago. About 50% animal families, including several trilobites, became extinct. The second period was Devonian period, which took place about 400 million years ago. Nearly 30% of animal families became extinct in this age. Agnathan, that is, fishes without jaw, and placoderm fishes, which were the first fishes with jaw on the earth, as well as several trilobites, were eliminated during this period. The third period was Permian period, which took place about 250 million years ago. As much as 50% animal families, including 95% of marine species, many trees, amphibians, most bryozoans, and brachiopods, and all trilobites became extinct. The fourth period of extinction of species was Triassic period. Triassic period took place about 180 million years ago. About 35% of animal species were extinct. These included a large number of reptiles and marine mollusks, which included snails, squids, oysters, octopus, etc. The fifth period was Cretaceous period, which took place about 65 million years ago. Dinosaurs and several marine species were eliminated in this period. The sixth and the last period was Pleistocene period, which took place about 1 million years ago. Large mammal and birds became extinct in the Pleistocene period. The above mentioned extinctions were the results of major geological changes taking place on the earth over which man did not have control. But the present day extinction are primarily the result of man's unwanted activities. The modern man's activities such as deforestation, hunting, industrialization, urbanization, transport, etc. are the major causes of environmental degradation, loss of biodiversity, and extinction of species. The first major effect of human activity in human history was noticed when large mammals from North America, South America, and Australia were eliminated as a result of colonization of these continents by the European settlers. Grasslands and forests in several areas, including North America, Central America, Europe, and Asia, were cleared, pastures and farmlands were developed in their place. This was done to meet the growing demands of mankind. According to the report, Winged Messengers, the decline of birds, pressure from a human population of more than 6.2 million has put about 12% of the world's 9,800 bird species on the risk of extinction. In the words of Howard Hughes, one of the authors of the report, declining bird populations mark the unraveling of delicate natural balance. There has been a large scale deforestation in the tropical rainforest areas in Africa, South America, and other parts of the world, which has resulted in heavy loss of biodiversity and extinct of animals, particularly birds. Similarly, loss of wetlands and grasslands is destroying the habitats of many birds, especially the migratory birds. Roads and communications built by man bring additional threat to various species. It has been estimated that communication trawlers alone kill about 40 million birds in the USA every year. Climate change has emerged as a major threat to a large number of species. Now, children, let us study about the causes of extinction of species. The first cause is habitat destruction. Growing human population and modern human activities are the major cause of loss of biodiversity and extinction of species. In a large number of countries, especially in islands and densely populated countries, the original habitat has been destroyed beyond repairs. Vertebrates are facing the worst challenge of extinction. In 49 out of 61 Old World tropical countries, more than 50% of the wildlife habitat has been destroyed. In the tropical countries of Asia, about 65% of the wildlife habitat has been lost. Countries reporting high rates of destruction are Bangladesh 95%, Hong Kong 95%, Sri Lanka 85%, Vietnam 80%, and India 80%. Major human activities responsible for habitat destruction are urbanization, industrialization, mining and quarrying, cattle rearing, fishing, forestry, plantation agriculture, etc. Tropical rainforest, tropical dry forest, wetlands, mangroves, and grasslands are some of the most threatened habitats. The second cause of loss of biodiversity is habitat fragmentation. Habitat fragmentation is division of a large and continuous area into small pieces by roads, canals, power lines, fields, towns, etc. Small fragments are often isolated from one another by the areas modified and degraded by man. Habitat fragmentation puts definite limits for dispersal and colonization of the species and reduces forage, that is fodder, ability of animals. The third cause of loss of biodiversity is habitat degradation and pollution. Habitat degradation and pollution is one of the major causes of species extinction. Although some species may not be much affected, yet some other species are greatly affected. For example, ground forest fire may not kill big trees, but some rich perennial wild plants and insects found on the forest floor would be badly damaged. Boating and diving in the coral reef areas within the tropics degrade the fragile species. Environmental pollution caused by insecticides, industrial waste, chemicals, harmful emissions from factory chimneys, and automobiles are the major causes of habitat destruction and pollution. The fourth reason for the extinction of species and loss of biodiversity is introduction of exotic species. Exotic species are those species which do not originate and grow in a particular area but are carried from some outside areas. The main cause of exotic species in the Middle Age was the European colonization in different parts of the world. Agriculture, including horticulture and accidental transport of species from one place to the other, are other reasons responsible for exotic species. Majority of exotic species do not get adjusted to the environment of new areas, but some species are able to establish themselves in the new area. Such exotic species flourish at the cost of the native species and become a major cause of their extinction. Islands experience the maximum impact of exotic species. The fifth cause of the loss of biodiversity is disease. A large number of species suffer from different disease, which becomes one of the causes of their extinction. Human interference in wildlife also increases disease in the wild species. The extent of diseases increases when animals are not dispersed over a large area but are confined to a nature reserve. Like humans, some animals are also often under stress. They suffer more from diseases when they are under stress. Animals kept under captivity, such as in a zoo or a circus, are more prone to diseases. The sixth cause of the loss of biodiversity is overexploitation, that is, overuse. The fast growing population has resulted in the overexploitation of natural resources and adversely affected the habitats of thousands of species. At a certain period, overexploitation reaches a stage when it leads to extinction of species. It has been estimated that about one-third, that is 33.3% of the endangered species and some other species are threatened of extinction due to overexploitation. The seventh cause for the loss of biodiversity is shifting cultivation. Shifting cultivation is a type of agriculture in which a piece of forest land is cleared and crops are grown for 2 to 3 years. This piece of land is abundant when the soil loses its fertility, and the farmers, they choose another piece of forest and clear that forest by cutting and burning, and again they do agriculture in that land for a few years. This way, due to shifting cultivation, the habitat of many animals and plants are destroyed. Thus, due to shifting agriculture, a large tract of forest land is destroyed and the soil becomes infertile. This leads to the extinction of several wild plants and animals. The next very important cause of loss of biodiversity is overharvesting and illegal trade. There is a growing tendency of overharvesting and illegal trade in different parts of the world. These activities are carried on by unscrupulous people to earn large amounts of money in a short interval of time. The main items of illegal trade are butterflies, parrots, elephant tusk, corals, cacti, rhinoceros horns, tortoise shells, lizard skins, orchids, etc. Overindulgence in these activities pose serious threat to wild animals and wild plants. Several species have become threatened, endangered, and extinct as a result of these activities. According to an estimate by the World Wildlife Forum, over 600 species of animals and plants worldwide face extinction as a result of wildlife trade. Another 2,300 animals and 24,000 plants are endangered. The last cause for the loss of biodiversity that we are going to study today is selective breeding. In several areas all over the world, naturally occurring and traditional strains have been replaced by modern crop hybrids. This practice has led to loss of traditional strains. The indiscriminate use of hybrid strains poses a serious threat to agriculture. Loss of genetic variability is a big problem for domesticated plants and animals. In the USA alone, about half of the existing breeds of livestock are running the risk of extinction. So children, with this we have completed today's chapter. Hope that you have understood the chapter properly. Now let us read the objectives we have done in today's class. Today we have studied about types of species, threatened species, endangered species, extinct species, and causes of extinction of species. Now it's a time for you to take your homework. Your homework is to read this chapter from page number 397 to page number 401. You have to solve and learn exercise 1, 2 and 3. Children, you also have to write the answers of 5 questions in your fair copy. I will read the questions for you. The first question is, what do you mean by endangered species? Give examples. Question number 2, differentiate between threatened and extinct species. Question number 3, discuss how habitat destruction leads to extinction of species. Question number 4, explain the process and causes of loss of biodiversity. And the last question is, what are the main causes of extinction of species? Children, For better understanding, you have to see the videos which are sent to you in your homework PDF. Now we have come to the end of the video. We will very soon meet in a new video with a new topic. Till then, take care, keep exploring. Thank you.